live from Pinckney, Michigan. Love and peace. What's happening right now with Denise? Hey, just a quick recap on the Wendy Williams show and the Bethany show today. Today is Monday. Oh, the November 19th. November 18th. I thought it was like Friday all day. It's crazy how some days you just don't know what day it is. Okay, Wendy, I love that wig you had on today. Oh my God, I gotta have that wig. I loved it. It's one of your best wigs. Just love it. The Preachers of LA. I've never watched it on Oxygen, so I have no idea about that show. There's only so many a woman can watch. Chicken Parmesan that you made dinner. I just love it that you cook. And then you call it slop. We really can't eat too much cheese. Cheese really isn't that good for you. But so if you're going to eat cheese, you got to eat organic cheese. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, them gay bashing Cordell. I don't know. I don't really know if I agree with that they're gay bashing him. And again, why isn't he speaking out? Why don't you have him on your show and let him tell his side of it? I think there's something to it, or why would they say it? People just don't really. His wife, I can't think of her name right now, but she doesn't seem like a liar. So, let's see. And, behind closed doors, you never know what's going on. And then with Candy and her and Don Juan not liking her new boyfriend and Riley, usually you can tell if a kid doesn't like somebody, there's something wrong with them. Because they have some stronger sense. I know whenever my son didn't like anybody, I knew that they weren't probably for me or to be a good, they weren't that good of a person. I mean, he sensed it right away when he was younger. I mean, he still does, but, I don't know. Kids have an uncanny way, so maybe Candy needs to pay attention to what they're saying. And as far as Cynthia's a nice girl. I like Cynthia. She's really sweet. I don't think Peter is really that right for her. I mean, all he talks about is the sex. And I don't know. I just don't think he's that supportive, and I think he uses her for his money. Phaedra and Apollo. Phaedra being a sex symbol. Well, he is pretty hot. And in the 5 years in prison, I mean, for racketeering, you got to give people, another shot. You got to give them a second chance. And I just think he's okay. I mean, he seems to be working, and yeah, those kids are adorable. And then Lady Gaga with R. Kelly on Saturday night. Let's just face it, Lady Gaga's strange. I mean, I think she's fantastic and creative and, all that. And she's, her music, but yeah, she's a little strange. And then Kim, as far as her marrying, what is his name? Kim's Kanye. I think he's got a really bad anger problem and an ego problem. And I think he's controlling. And I don't know. I think she's on a rough road with him. I don't think she should marry him either. I can just see it, if they're getting divorced. I mean, he'll sue for custody. He'll take her down. I mean, he's just that type. I don't know. I don't think she should marry him either. Oh, did I tell you I loved your wig today? I love your wig today, Wendy. I loved it. Got to get that wig. Send me an email. Tell me what one it is. And as far as Miley, who cares? Chris Brown, out of rehab. And you're telling me they didn't know when he went into rehab that he had to go do the community service for Rihanna? Come on. They're just saying that, to use an excuse. He probably just got mad and wanted out. So, here's the thing. There's a lot of men out there that are fatherless sons, and he's probably one of them. And so I would recommend him to watch the shows on OWN that Oprah put on with T.D. Shakes and Elanya and the other ones, all about the fatherless sons and daughters. It's free therapy. Just go to OWN, watch those shows, and that's one thing you should do. because you got, everybody, a lot of them have those unhealed little boys or girls in them, and until they recognize it and speak it and deal with the feelings and let it go, they're never going to be right. So, let's see. So, let's see. Jean-Claude Van Damme, oh my God. Doing that commercial with those trucks, that is simply amazing. I don't even know how he could do that. I mean, then, I was really looking at those trucks. I mean, were they real trucks? I mean, sometimes, these new, the things you can do with cameras and stuff to make it look real. So I'm wondering now if it really was real. And then let's, I'm going to skip over to the talk, but we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin, and his anger. I don't think he's a racist at all. I just think he gets really, really angry and he runs his mouth and he spews out, whatever he's thinking, instead of, taking a breath and calming down, and because they know they're going to film him. They want to aggravate him just so they can get what they got off of him the other day. I think he slept with that stalker girl too. I think he did it more than once. So, I mean, not that he deserved to be stalked, but he's really got a temper problem. And as far as him calling those photographers the sea sucker, I guess that's what it was. When I was growing up, guys called other guys that all the time. When they were mad or they were talking about some dude they didn't like. And it had nothing to do with being gay. I mean, nowadays you can't even look sideways without being called you're racist or you're, it's over the top. Anyway, I don't think he's homophobic at all. So, and Chloe and Lamar, I'm so glad that they, and then today, also on Sarah on the Talk, she agreed. She doesn't think Alec is either. Alec needs to just learn how to control his anger. That's something I work on all the time. I get mad sometimes, boom, like that. And I'm really working on myself. I'm a work in progress all the time. We all are. Chloe and Lamar, I love Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I love Chloe sticking by Lamar. I've been there, done that. I think everybody has a addicted person in their family, and it's really, really hard. It's hard on the addicted person. It's hard on the whole family, and I just think it's great that they're, you gotta try everything, and then if you tried the therapy, you've tried, all of it, and then it doesn't work, then you can look back and go, I tried therapy, I tried to fix it, it just didn't work. So, and some people aren't meant to be in our lives for a long time. They're just meant to be in our lives for a short time. So, and then as far as Brandy and Joanna of the Housewives, Joanna didn't say that about Mohammed. Or Brandy didn't say it about Joanna being with Mohammed, married to Yolanda. So, who cares what people say about you? It's really none of our business, but it's fun to talk about it. And, we all do it, the people that are on TV, all my friends, we talk about different people. You just got to, it's just human nature to, did you hear what happened to so-and-so? And, just be nice about it. Just be as nice as you can. And then, okay, here's my thing on the, Bethany had today on about hitting your kids, spanking your kids. I believe in spanking your kids. I mean, a few little whacks on the butt doesn't hurt anybody. I was brought up getting spanked. And let me tell you something. I did get spanked with a wooden spoon. My mother broke the wooden spoon on our butt. I don't know how many times. But we got also hit with the back of a brush over the, she'd make us go in the bathroom, pull our pants down, and spank our bare butts. Like, I'm not kidding. And my dad used to spank me over the piano bench with a belt. But they never beat us. There was never marks on us. We just got little whacks. And, it kept us in line. And, kids aren't disciplined today. They got to be disciplined. So and when my son was little, I had a lot of plants. And, when he first started crawling around, he wanted to get into them. And I just smacked his little hands. I mean, you just got to, it hurts their feelings more than you actually hurt them. Just still got to do it. And then this timeout thing now that the kids do, or that the parents have learned. Put the kids in timeout. Love that too. That's the worst thing you can do to a kid. The kid hates being put in timeout, and it's a minute per their age. So if they're 2 years old, 2 minutes. 3 years old, 3 minutes. And being grounded. When the kids are older, and they're teenagers, my daughter hated being grounded, but so did I. You couldn't do anything. So So, Bethany, you come from a place of yes, and Wendy, you come from a place of just yoo-hoo, you are just telling it like it is, and I come from a place of love and peace. That's what's happening right now with Denise.